12:22 p.m. So this joint here, Recuv Tear Complex, will be formally officially shut down by like 10 to 11 weeks, okay? But they're not going to ever stop. No. Individuals like my biological mother, her spouse, the math club, the YouTube club, all these sorts of people. It's about the 307 remaining oligarch Russian mob. Still strong with Vladimir Putin, still strong with his best, which is really, really dangerous. So you still have his Russian military there, but they're very crushed and defeated. So anyways, and this is also, the Iranian Guard is huge. Saudi Arabia, never ends. And then the Donald Trump, Joe Biden, U.S. couping military clown army. They're clowns. They're clown army. So they're never going to stop. They're going to disperse all this Legion crowd, all this complex crowd here, Recuv Cafe. They're going to start moving them in to people's houses. They're going to start bringing them in, like my relatives, my legally related relatives will start hiring them on to do construction jobs, gardening, landscaping, whatever, right? They'll just start bringing them into certain areas. There'll be some more Jefferson County, Port Townsend, Port Angeles community places that they'll start bringing them in on schedule so they can just linger, and the homeless will be there. And what they'll be doing is the same thing they're doing here, okay? But they'll just dispatch it and disperse it into different places. They want to set up 3 main hubs again to replace this place that I'm at now. And they'll never leave the Legion. They'll never fucking leave the Legion. So my perspective outlook is I'm going to be here for 6 months, saving my money to get out. So they'll shut down the special weapons because this is serious business. The good military and the evil military, nobody can compete with that unless you are one. So eventually these special weapons will be shut down in the Legion, but they'll just bring in knives and guns, endless knives and guns, and they're just going to get everybody with their knives and guns, okay? It's actually a lot more manageable that way. And I'm supposed to be probably more likely, it is what my life story has been. So I am unfortunately expecting this to be the case, is I'll be stuck in there with them for about 6 months trying to save my money to get out, stuck with the Legion crowd. And I wouldn't even be surprised if my relatives started hiring on some of these thugs to go do gardening and landscaping and construction job up at the fucking house. They fucking have the sheriffs keeping me from being able to fucking enter while they hold all my property and pets fucking hostage. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm telling you, don't exclude the very possibility of that. But this joint will be shut down, and I'm probably here for 6 months. This is what it's looking like. They're never going to stop, ever going to stop. All right, they'll just spread it citywide, and they're bringing in like 4,000 more fucking bums to Port Townsend and Port Angeles. More fucking meth addicts are on their way.